Nipuni Wijewickrema wanted to give her sister Gayana meaningful employment, but knew it would be difficult as Gayana was born with Down syndrome. Her solution: to start up her own business. Gigi's Flowers and Hampers right here in Canberra has now grown to 35 employees, most of whom have an intellectual disability. It's a pretty inspirational story that we're going to delve into now, given it is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Nipuni joins me now. Thanks for your time. So, how did you start off the business? Did you have to pitch up for a bank, or was it savings? How did it all come about?
It was totally family run. We started in our family bathroom and just kind of grew from there until we outgrew that and moved to the garage. And we've never moved ever since. So totally.
So in the bathroom?
Yes.
What does that mean? Just what, flowers in water in there initially?
In the bathtub. We didn't have a fridge. You know, you need a commercial fridge, which costs about $15,000. We didn't have money for that. So we just ran an portable air conditioner in the bathroom and filled the bathtub with water and put the flowers in.
Well, it's all looking a bit more, yeah, it's a bit bigger now, more professional, dare I say. This was all about your sister originally. Tell us about her. So she works at the front of the shop?
Yeah, so she's a 20-year-old girl that, you know, just happens to have Down syndrome. She delivers flowers. She's got a lot of sass, but she's kind of just like any other 20-year-old girl. She likes to go out. She likes to, you know, hang out with her friends and her family, and she wants to earn a fair wage and spend that.
Tell us about people with Down syndrome. I guess the perceptions versus the reality, and within that, the common misconceptions.
Yeah, I think that especially people with Down syndrome, often their abilities are dismissed. And, you know, working in this business and working in the field that I work in, you can really see how capable they are. They just need a little bit of compassion. They need support. And you need to really help them and support them in the early years to make sure that they can continue to grow. And then you'll find that they're actually really loyal and honest employees. So
training someone, for example, it might be that at the start you think, oh, they're not quite getting it. After a bit of time they do, and then you say, hey, they're a pretty capable employee. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so that's the misconception, is that they don't want to work, or they can't, or they just want to, you know, like Gayana, she loves nothing more than to sit down and wait and sit and watch. But, you know, if you provide her with motivation, she's motivated just like you and I to kind of go to work, earn money, buy the things she wants to buy. So when you kind of, you know, rephrase it and break it down into things that she can actually do, then she's a really great employee. Have you had any issues with, say, customers getting impatient, having issues when they come along and seeing Gayana sort of, I guess, do things in her own way? Yeah, you know, she loves self-scanning at the grocery store, so she, you know, loves scanning it, and that often makes people really, really anxious and really nervous and grumpy and just really awful people. And so one day we were at the grocery store and she was scanning it really slowly, and sometimes she would accidentally scan the wrong thing. Sometimes, you know, she'd scan it 4 times. All this stuff would happen, and so we'd have to keep getting the person that was on the checkouts to help us out. And all these other people there was a bit of a line forming, and they got really impatient, and this lady came up to me and said, "Can you hurry up, please?" To which, of course, I replied being like, "Oh, sorry, we're just taking our time with this." And she goes, "Well, can't you just bring her at another time?" And, you know, that's what am I meant to bring her between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m? Like, obviously not. Yeah, yeah. Interested as well in your hiring process. You've obviously got to run a business still. So how do you find people that you still want to give people this opportunity of employment, but make sure your business ticks along well? How do you handle the hiring process in that regard? So I think actually it's not so much about the hiring process, it's actually about the supports you put in place. Right. So that's where a piece of public policy like the National Disability Insurance Scheme is just pivotal in something like this. That is finally providing support for the people with special needs, where they can come with a support worker or a teacher or an LSA, and they can come and learn and be supported in that one-on-one setting, and you can go at their pace so that the business owner doesn't have to make it, you know, be the support worker and be the CEO and the cleaner. Which would make it very hard to hire these people. Absolutely. So that's interesting, because I guess a lot of people's perception, if you've never experienced the NDIS, is that, well, it just helps people get care, basically. This goes a step further, because you've got a job, and that's a big part of life for a lot of people. Absolutely, and you just got to think innovatively, right? And if you kind of take this model of having an NDIS plan and making it work for the individual, it's all about choice and control, and so that's what you really want to make it. All right, you can get a quick plug in, because we're, I guess, not too far away from Christmas. What What's doing well, or I don't know if you've got a special or something within the hampers. What do you want to try to flog to all the Canberrans out there? Or I don't know if you ship elsewhere. What do you got?
Yeah, thank you. We do corporate gift hampers, which are for the corporate gift hamper market, where all items are procured from other social enterprises around Australia in this beautiful gift hamper, and then we can post around Australia and New Zealand.
So if a company wants to give something to all their employees...
Yes, exactly. You've got it. Christmas gifts, you name it.
All right. Well, management's probably watching. See if we get some orders. Nipuni, thanks for your time today.
Thanks so much.